So I thought I'd do a video just as another quick admin check-in to go on about the very importance of me not knowing what I don't know. There's like this freaking little, there we go. Me not knowing what I don't know. So the way I see it, if I give you a set meal plan or set training or set macros, if you're on macros, I don't know what I don't know. So if you're not sticking to something, or if you put something in that you didn't have, or if you say that you had something that you didn't have, I don't know that because I'm not you. And I'm not all about giving you a piece of paper to follow in the gym or giving you a certain list of foods that you can eat in a day. That's not coaching. Like, the meaning of coach is coaching. The rest is just being a trainer or just providing information or information provider. I'm here to coach you from A to B, from where you are now to where you want to be. There are a couple of you in the group now that aren't in a place to actually stick to a nutrition plan or stick to a training plan. I can still coach you through all the other things that are there, and that is exactly what health and performance coaching is. That's why I've changed my branding to, like, it's already transformation specialist, but on the actual form now it's called health and performance coaching, because that's what I do. And then there's a comp prep option underneath. But basically, I rely on you guys to be putting in 500% effort into your communication, your honesty, and getting your check-ins in on time, which means by Friday. If you get them in on Thursdays or tomorrow, then you can let me know in advance, or I might actually start putting up the post on Thursdays so that it's there for Friday when you get it done on Fridays. Because that way I can make sure that I do have them done before the weekend. Unless, of course, I cut them off short and be like, okay, any ones that I didn't do today, I will do Saturday morning or on Saturday. Because I want to give you guys 500% of me. So if that means that I need to do some on Saturday so that you can get proper feedback from me and I can write my notes. Like, I write notes every single time I do your check-ins. So, like, the people, I need to cross that one off because I did that this morning. So the people that are due programming, the people that have certain things that they say in their check-ins that I need to keep an eye on during the week, like, it's all written on my sheets. So that's something to keep in mind. And I guess a lot of you really, I'm thirsty. I guess a lot of you really wonder what it's like behind the scenes as well, because maybe that will actually help you see that coaching isn't just about, okay, cool, awesome check-in, or okay, cool, you need a self-care day. Like, it is so much more than that, and that's exactly why I really wanted to make this video. Because, for example, yesterday, I didn't get into bed. I really don't want to admit this because it's going against exactly what I told myself I wouldn't do, but starting today I will, because I'm going to try and smash everything out now that a bulk of what I wanted to do yesterday, I'll explain that soon, got done. But I didn't get into bed until 11:30. Well, I got into bed at 11, and then for me, for most people it winds them up going through social media, but for me it actually puts me to sleep, except I don't do any chats. If I do chats, that keeps me awake. I go through some Instagram stories, I read some stuff until my eyes are just like, I can't have them open anymore, and then I literally crash out. And talking puts me to sleep, so sometimes I listen to a podcast before I sleep. It's usually an educational one, but I only listen to like 5 minutes of it before I'm dead like the night, because I sleep so well. And that's why when I walk, that's when I listen to podcasts. Well, on my rest days, that's when I listen to the podcasts. When I walk at the gym, I'm doing other things on social media and doing other things for work. But that also reinstates the absolute importance of me having my training time to myself, and why I have all notifications off, and why I don't do mornings until after I finish training, because all the other hours I'm either working, thinking about work, working, or thinking about work, or making my food. So that's something really important to keep in mind. And working also involves researching, because as a coach, as a, I should say, elite type of coach, it is my duty and my job to make sure that I'm constantly keeping up with the information. I keep an open mind and I'm not fixed in one certain way. Like before, I used to be, I'm still saying it a lot, but I used to always say fuck keto. Whereas now I see some benefits of it, but would I give it to someone? Not unless they really freaking need it, and I haven't seen the need for it, so fuck keto still exists. So I continually evolve my stance on things. I used to be really big on probiotics. And if you started off with me ages ago, the science back then was all for probiotics. But in the meantime, science has evolved and probiotics are a no-go. Like, especially if you do not know exactly what's going on in your gut. And the way that gut health has emerged as this big health topic, there are so many fads going around out there. I try and keep up with all of it to make sure that I am giving you the right information, which I pretty much am now. And that's why no probiotics. Only in like the most crucial of times will I get you to have a digestive enzyme, because, don't go dark on me, because you want to still be producing your natural enzymes. And if you keep putting in false enzymes, then your body's going to stop producing the natural ones. So yeah, that's basically just a little bit of that. So yesterday I woke up really early. I don't put notifications on anything. And if I'm really, really busy, that needs to stop doing that. If I'm really, really busy, I have my phone on silent. So yesterday I had my phone on silent for most of the day. I was working on this Project U that I'm doing, which is coming along really nicely. I was planning for some of you girls. Jade's got a diet break soon. Madhu and a couple of other girls are getting their calories spiked a heap because their bodies just aren't responding. And when you've been with me for such a long period of time, you realize just by seeing what the other girls are posting and by actually trusting me more that as long as you follow something to the T and you don't skip meals, because skipping meals are not actually hitting your calories, it's fucking up your metabolism. Like, it literally does, because you can't just go through periods where you're putting in the nutrients and nourishing your metabolism, nourishing your cells, all that stuff, and then go through periods where it's just like, I'm not hungry, I'm going to take that out. Because that is going to really, really fuck up your systems. And there are a couple of you girls in this group that do that. Well, actually one now, the other one is coming along with it. So that's why I'm reinstating this, so you guys know who you are and you stop doing it. Because it is so important. There's probably a couple of more of you, but you just haven't admitted it. But it's really important to make sure you're getting that consistent calorie intake. You can see I have my diet cordials over there. Okay, cool. I set reminders on Google Calendar. Is the best thing to set reminders on, because your laptop and your phone integrate. So do that. But back to what I was saying. It is really important to keep, like, when you get your nourishment in, keep it going consistently. And a lot of the time, because we're in such a chronically dieted lifestyle with everyone force feeding us all of this information, we're left malnourished for such a long period of time that our hormones tank, thus our metabolism tanks. And that's why people like to say it's damaged, but it's not. It's just that a lot of us women, we don't have the courage to boost our calories all the way up and deal with getting a little bit fat, unless there's someone looking over it. And even with me, I pride myself on my body, so having to do that myself is just as scary. But I did it, and now I'm back on my way down again because I have a weight class. And all I could say to myself, well, actually I said it to someone else, and then I said to myself, I don't think I even want to go on stage again for a very long while. I love my food. Even just having, because I got my calories cut from almost 3,000. I was on 3,000, well, 2,800. I got them cut to 2,200, and I'm just like, but I got a secret for oats now, so I'll be telling you guys about that soon too. Anyway, this video is going for way too long. I'm trying not to ramble on for more than 10 minutes. I'm getting back into my podcast, so if there's anything you want me to talk about, let me know. And yeah, I will see you on the other side. And please, please, please be honest. And I don't know what I don't know, and that's just pretty much telling you what happens behind the scenes. So I do plan out periodization, I plan out programming, I plan out the way that I go up and down the calories, the way that I want to move your training phases. But like a lot of the time your calories don't need to change all that much. Like when I first, like there are some of you that can stay on the same amount and still see changes in your body. Like don't fix what isn't broken. Like if you're still constantly getting stronger on a certain amount and your body's slightly shifting, that's where data comes in. Like it's not all about changing your food and changing your numbers and like aiming for either losing weight or gaining weight or muscle or whatever. Maintenance is a form of progress, because put anyone onto a 12-week challenge and then get them to maintain the results. It doesn't happen. Like maintenance to me is the best form of progress, because it's something that no one can manage, no one can master. I've been maintaining pretty much the same body for the last 4 years. It's just looking better and better over time as I become more mature within my sport. And my sport, I mean just lifting weights, not powerlifting, not bodybuilding, just lifting weights, my hobby. Through the years, through the patience, through the persistence, I'm going on for longer, my body is just looking a better version of itself without going in, out, because the more that you go through those bulking and cutting cycles, which I am completely against, going through a massive bulk, which I don't believe in, which is why I call it a building and performance phase, which is what I talk about it, calling it that thing. If you put on too much and over reach it, you're going to be creating more fat cells. And fat cells, you can't get rid of them unless you get liposuction. But you can shrink them. And you can adapt to that shrunken stage if you maintain your lifestyle. Love you all.